better place. We are smart at what we do to make our world a better place. By the help of God, to make our world a better place. By the help of God, to make our world a better place. Smart do.
Hello students, I hope you are doing well. I'm fine too. Welcome to our lesson today. We are still looking at the Bible. Remember last time we were looking at the Bible. We looked at the ways in which God speaks to us through the Bible. I'm very sure you still remember them. We looked at the authors of the Bible. People who wrote down the Bible, the Moses, Torah. Moses wrote down the Torah. We looked at the King Solomon. We looked at the apostles and others. So today I want us to go to the translation of the Bible. Remember, the Bible was not written in your local language. It was not written first in English. Neither was it written in Swahili. Now we want to see the steps that the Bible has gone through from the original language to where it is today. So we say we are looking at the translation of the Bible from the original language to the local languages. Now, the Old Testament was originally written in Hebrew. The Old Testament was originally written in Hebrew. It was originally written in Hebrew. Thereafter, it went some translation. And in this process, it was translated to the Greek language. From Hebrew, the Bible was translated to Greek language. The Greek language in a version called the Septuagint. It was originally written in Hebrew. It went a translation to be written in Greek. The Greek version was called the Septuagint. Then thereafter, it continued to be translated. It was translated to the Latin language. And this Latin language, the Bible was translated by the scholar. And this scholar was called Jerome. It was translated to the Latin language. The Latin language was by the scholar by the name Jerome. And this version was called the Vulgate. The Vulgate version. The Bible continues to be translated. And now, at this time, there was Reformation. And during and after Reformation, people began to use their own languages. People had now reformed. They have their own language. They have the English. English now was there. Now, the Bible was translated from Latin language into English language and the German language. So it was translated to English and the German language. Remember, this is before and after the Reformation. The Bible was translated into English and the German. Now, after this, there was another scholar. This was a missionary. There was a missionary who translated the Bible now from English to Kiswahili language. There was a missionary who was sent by the Mission Society, and this missionary was called Ludwig. It was translated into Kiswahili. And we are told that it took him a total or a period of 9 years to translate the Bible from English to Kiswahili, especially the New Testament. And from English to Kiswahili, it was translated by Ludwig Kraft. This was a missionary. A missionary who was sent by the Mission Society. Now, from this, the Bible has undergone all these translations. It begins from the Hebrew, the Greek, the Latin, the English, and German, the Kiswahili. Now from here, it went to the local languages, the local language, the village languages, your mother tongue, for example. And now, the Bible was translated. It was translated to Gikuyu language. From here, it was translated to local language. And one of the languages was the Gikuyu. The Gikuyu language, it went to the Kikamba, it went to the Kimeru, and all other languages. Now, you continue looking at the other language, continue looking at your local language, where it is, where it lies, or when the Bible was translated into your local language. Now, I want us to look at the versions of the Bible. I want us to look at the versions of the Bible. We have several versions of the Bible. Remember, the one you are using today is different from the other Bible. Maybe someone is using in another school, different from the other one that I am having maybe, and so on and so forth. So we are looking at the versions of the Bible. There are several versions of the Bible. And I just want us to list a few of them, the versions of the Bible. We have the King James Version. King James Version of the Bible. King James Version. We have the New King James Version. New King James Version. We have the Jerusalem Version of the Bible. We have the one that is used in teaching and learning of Shiari, the Good News Bible. We have the Revised Standard Version Bible. We have the African Bible. We have the Gideon International Bible or version. We have the Jerome version, and so on and so forth. So that is how the Bible underwent the translation from the original language to the local languages that we have. It began from the original language, the Hebrew, the Greek, the Latin, English, and Germany, and local languages. We have looked at the local languages. We have looked at the versions of the Bible. We have so many versions of the Bible. So continue adding on the lists. Continue adding on the list other versions of the Bible. And with that, I wish you all the best. Thank you.